Are you currently living in the United Kingdom on a visa, or are you planning to make the UK your home? Then you've undoubtedly heard of Indefinite Leave to Remain, or ILR. It's the ultimate goal for many, the key to permanently settling in this country. But the path to ILR can feel like a maze. You hear about a 5-year route and a 10-year route. To add another layer of complexity, in May of 2025, the UK government unveiled a white paper with proposals that could fundamentally reshape the entire system. So the critical question is, where do you fit in? Are you on a 5-year track or a 10-year track, and how will these potential new rules impact your future? In this video, we will break it all down. We'll explain the 5-year route and the 10-year route with its recent updates, and, most importantly, we'll dive into the newly proposed changes to help you understand what this all means for you. This is essential information, so let's get started. First, let's cover the basics. What exactly is Indefinite Leave to Remain? ILR, also known as settlement, grants you the right to live, work, and study in the UK for as long as you wish, without any time restrictions. With ILR, you are freed from many of the conditions of your previous visa. You can change jobs freely, start a business, and access public services. For most, holding ILR for at least 1 year is the final step before applying for British citizenship. It's a major milestone. But how do you achieve it? This is where the 5-year and 10-year paths diverge. Let's begin with the most common pathway, the 5-year ILR route. This is the traditional and, for now, the standard track to settlement. If you hold one of the following visas, this is likely your route. Work visas, such as the Skilled Worker Visa or the Health and Care Worker Visa. Family visas, for partners or spouses of British citizens or settled persons. Business visas, like the Innovator Founder Visa, which can lead to ILR in just 3 years. Other specific routes, such as the Global Talent Visa, also potentially a 3-year route, or the UK Ancestry Visa. To qualify, you must meet several core requirements. First, continuous residence. You must have lived in the UK lawfully for 5 continuous years. Second, the absence limit. You cannot have spent more than 180 days outside the UK in any 12-month period. Third, knowledge of life and language. You must pass the Life in the UK test and prove your English language ability. Fourth, visa-specific requirements. You must still meet the rules of your visa, like a minimum salary for a skilled worker. And fifth, good character. You must not have breached immigration laws. If you came to the UK on a skilled worker visa or joined your British partner, your journey is a direct 5-year path. But what if your journey isn't so straightforward? That's where the 10-year ILR route comes in. Officially known as the Long Residence Route, this path is for those who have accumulated a decade of continuous lawful residence in the UK. Its key advantage is flexibility. It allows you to combine time spent on various visas. For instance, you could have spent 3 years as a student, 2 years on a graduate visa, and 5 years as a skilled worker. The requirements are similar. 10 years of continuous lawful residence, passing the Life in the UK test, meeting the English language requirement, and satisfying the good character rule. However, be aware of crucial changes that took effect on April 11, 2024. The absence rules were updated. The new rule allows a maximum of 180 days outside the UK in any rolling 12-month period. Additionally, a new 12-month rule requires applicants to hold their current visa for at least 1 year before applying for ILR, though this doesn't apply to visas granted before April 11, 2024. Now, for the most significant potential shift. On May 12, 2025, the government proposed a fundamental change, extending the standard qualifying period for ILR from 5 years to 10 years for most routes. I must stress these are currently proposals, not law. The government's stated reason is to introduce earned settlement, suggesting settlement is a privilege earned through a longer period of contribution. This raises the billion-dollar question, will this affect you if you're already on a 5-year visa? The white paper did not specify if the changes would apply retrospectively. While transitional arrangements have been mentioned, we have no details. The proposals are expected to impact most work routes, including the skilled worker visa. However, the government has stated that the 5-year route for family members like spouses will be protected. So, where do you belong? If you are currently on a direct settlement visa, like a skilled worker or spouse visa, you are on the current 5-year route. Your goal is to complete your 5 years, but you must watch for news on the white paper proposals. If your history is a mix of different visas, you are on the 10-year long residence route. Your focus should be on calculating absences under the new rules and meeting the 12-month requirement if it applies. If you are planning to move to the UK or have just arrived on a work visa, you are the most likely to be affected. It is very possible you will be looking at a 10-year wait for settlement. Navigating UK immigration is complex, and this period of uncertainty makes it even more so. We hope this has clarified the current landscape. The situation is evolving, and we will provide updates as they become available. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching, and we wish you the very best on your journey.